Hello, friends. Welcome to Wayward Revelry. We are back. How we doing, folks? What's good? It's been a minute.
It'd be better if I knew where my notebook for this game was.
Right.
I realized I hadn't turned my fan on. So go me. How we doing, everyone? Welcome into Wayward Revelry. I am Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice. I am a he, him. I am the storyteller for this game, and it has been a little bit since we've been here. And so we're just gonna jump right into it. We're not gonna spend a whole lot of time with preamble because we have games today. Yeah. I don't know. Red will catch you up. We'll see what's going on. So let's go around the table, let the players introduce themselves, and get started. Coming up first is Red.
Hello, everyone. I am Red. My pronouns are she, they. I am playing Z Nightclaw, our Way of the Weave monk, whose pronouns are he, him.
Next up is Panda.
Hi, I'm Panda, and I don't know where my notebook for the game is, and I'm freaking out a little bit about it, but that's okay. I play Glix. My pronouns are she, they. Glix's pronouns are currently she, her. I'm an Eladrin Druid, both in-game and
out. Fritz. Ray.
Hey, my name is Ray. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm playing Bad Dragonborn. His name is
Do this
Frizz.
to yourself. I'm just saying.
His name is Frizz, and he's a mess, and he lost all of his magic items. So yeah, that's not good. But hey,
yeah, the fates were not with you. Next up is Loader.
Hi, I'm Joe Perez, otherwise known as Loader on the internet. I play Elafor. I don't remember how any of these buttons work, and this is going to be entertaining today.
It's very true. It's very true. If you haven't been here in a while, content warnings for this game is fantasy violence, gore, foul language, references to adult toys, I guess. You can call it an action figure. Anyway, yeah, we don't have a whole lot for this game. We keep it pretty light. Is there anything else to cover? As always, if you donate 300 bits, the players get a boon of a sort. I think they have still some boons backed up, so we'll come back to what our new boons are when the opportunity strikes, if the opportunity should strike. Every sub is a advantage to a player or the GM of your choice, and if you gift 10 subs at a time, you get to make the player of your choice make a pull from the deck of many things. Ray learned that the hard way last week. Yeah. Well, not last week, but the last time we played. Anyway, let's jump into it. Red, give us that recap.
All right, everyone. You'll have to bear with me because I'm finding out what happened last time as I read my notes, just like you are. So at the start of last session, we had just finished helping Burnock and departed for the Granite Clan, which was also having trouble. Before leaving, Kismet and Frizz had a little moment about the Raven Queen, as Frizz was learning about his newfound responsibilities to shepherd souls into the afterlife. And as Kismet broke up with the Raven Queen in favor of Queen Tatiana. After this, much to my offense, Frizz and Kismet make a bet about how Z will be after he gets his stuff back from the hags. Whether or not Z and Kismet will stay together. But in the end, they both decide not to make a bet because they both agree the same thing will happen. My gain is high. Okay, I'll turn it in a direction. Hope that's the right direction. So, after these touching moments between Kismet and Frizz, we head out and make our way through the mountain corridors until we come to an odd area where there are small entrances honeycombing the rocky wall. And inside of these entrances, we see a bunch of Corrids just lying around doing nothing, except for one of them who seems to be working out with a boulder. And we confront this Corrid, discovering that it is the leader of the Granite Clan, Azil, or Azil, something like that. And after exchanging some words, Z punches Azil in the face. Z proceeds then to get fucked up, but as often happens, this is the perfect bonding experience for Z and the Corrids. They decide they like each other, and our group is invited to participate in the clan's games, which includes rock throwing competition, a tug of hair, aka rope, and rock climbing competition. In the very first competition, rock throwing, Z ties with Jackknife, another Corrid. In the tug of hair, we lose because we are just not strong. And in the rock climbing, Z wins. Z and Jackknife, the Corrid, end up tying. Since Jackknife won the tug of hair, Z won the rock climbing, and they tied in the rock throwing. We are all celebrating and having a grand time when Sidey strikes again, according to my notes in all caps, and all of Frizz's magic items disappear. My notes say Frizz panic prays, Glix is upset, Kismet flirts with Prince.
Appropriate.
Then Frizz threatens the Prince with an invisible Charles to stay away from Kismet. I don't remember if this was actually effective, but Frizz, my bestie, is got my back, I suppose. Even though Z is completely unaware of this. As we party on, we are encouraged to help the Marble Clan, the Slate Clan, and the Obsidian clans overcome their problem, whatever this may be, caused by the hags. And learn that Obsidian is going to be the most complicated to help because Null, their leader, challenged a bitter end to a duel. They are a clan of warriors. And now there's a spell on him and he's wrong. I believe we were planning to go and help Obsidian next. Kismet then asked for a participation trophy, which doesn't go over well with this clan. It says I'm sorted. What? How about now? Is this better?
Yes.
Okay. And then Kismet interrogates everybody about what they would wish for if they had a wish. Why? Because Indrani has a wish. Ivy strikes again.
2.0.
Yep, 2 wishes. I don't remember what everyone else wished for, but Z wanted to punch Kellen in the face, wants a bakery, and or getting back his secrets from Endlin. The 3 things Z would wish for. Meanwhile, Glix makes a new non-magical raven cloak for Frizz. and continues to be very upset since the original cloak that she had made for Frizz was the first and to this date only magic item that Glix has created for someone else and was very important to her. But she does make Frizz another Raven cloak to proclaim his allegiances to the Raven Queen. And I believe that's where we left off.
Did you miss anything, Panda? Right? Important to your
Yeah,
character?
it's not a magical one. The new one isn't.
No, it's not.
Yeah. And just a little thing, yeah, after giving the new cloak, Glix and Frizz had a little talk, a serious talk about how Glix feels about Z and the whole thing
And everything going
And-
on.
and everything going on. And yeah, Frizz is now confused because Z is his bestie, but also Z is a dick. So
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
No lies detected.
I mean, Z has literally said that to people before.
so I'll add just for your context, Joe. L4 has been a part of things, but not really.
L4
you're
also has a
here.
point of exhaustion because I rolled my dice hate everyone, including you. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah, I
Ah.
forgot
From
about
the
that.
competition.
that's true.
Some of y'all got worn out by all this athleticism.
This is good to know.
Yes, there's a point of
Because
exhaustion.
we were climbing, like rock climbing, without any magic, without any flying.
Yes, there
Yeah.
was
Our group.
not allowed to fly. Not allowed to use
Z1,
any
he
magic.
did great.
Some of you tried to do some deceptive shit.
Mhm.
Frizz.
But ultimately, yeah, Z1 because muck shit, motherfuckers. So when
Prince,
we
can you
last
pull your mic a little closer? You keep cutting out.
absolutely, I
Thank
will
you.
fix that. All right, so when we left off last, y'all were it's Zoom doing bullshit. That should be better. Y'all were told about the other clans and the other stuff they're going through. The one that seems to be the most troubling right now is the Obsidian clan. Something happened with their leader, Noel. He ain't acting right. He used to be a bit nicer, if not severe, because he's the leader of the Obsidian clan is the warrior-ish clan. And you were asked to go check on them via Zill. The paths are not hard. They've kind of guided you in the right way to get there, but you need to keep this moving, sort of, because you don't have a whole lot of time before well, knowing y'all, something goes wrong.
Fair.
There's absolutely the opportunity to take a long rest. The offer stands for Azel, but you also have a dragon that is willing to help you, a acrobat that is also willing to help you, and you've gathered several of the core clans. One of them has been dealing with some apathy shit, the one y'all just left. Others have your back because of saving their children. You might even have the Briganox gather to help you out because you help their children too. So you have a few clans left. You don't have to go to the Obsidian clan. You have Obsidian, Marble, and Slate.
I don't think we found out exactly what's wrong with the Marble and Slate clan. We know the
not.
Obsidian clan were warriors. But yeah.
Yeah, I think we decided as well. I don't know if it's like out of game, but like we're helping them all, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's
Yeah. I think it was end game.
was
Because
important.
I vaguely remember that it's like probably Glick said, of course we're helping them all. And she was like, oh my God, since
that's
they're
true, that's
idiots,
true.
why don't they help themselves or something equally obnoxious or something like that? But I
And
don't
also,
remember
we're
the
going to help
exact.
them because Glix won't let us do anything.
Yeah.
So,
She was like, if we have to.
to the Obsidian Clan?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that is where we are headed. How far are they roughly from here? I assume the other chords know.
Yes. The cords can get to them obviously easier than you can because they can move through stone. But based on the tunnels and some guesswork and some asking of the smaller cords who can't quite move as far, it's about a 2-hour walk.
Oh, that's not so bad. Yeah. I mean, I assume we will take a short rest at our feast before we head out, but I don't know if anybody feels like they really need a long rest.
Yes, you absolutely got the option to do this
short. Elafor being exhausted, that can only be recouped by a long rest.
Long rest, yeah. Yeah, we didn't really do any combat, right? I'm pretty sure.
We didn't do combat. Z did get in a fight.
Z got
kind
punched
of
in the face a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, it's fine.
I mean, you
It's
got
just part
punched
of
by
the
your
experience.
you got punched by your gauntlets every day, so I guess,
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, if you need to roll any recovery dice, a short rest is built into this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, I will roll 1 recovery dice. That will take me to 36 hit points. And I'm pretty sure we've lost our temp hit points now.
Right.
Okay. Very good. After the feast and my honor, I'm feeling great. Technically, Z and Jackknife, but you know.
Prince. He took some damage too. We're good. All right. So the walk is relatively easy after you leave this feast. We won't go into all the details of the feast, but a little bit of that got covered. Z was drinking. There was a party. They offered to have you take a keg, which is literally as large as Z is, which obviously Z considered taking, but realized that cannot carry a keg.
I mean, I could if I wanted to, obviously.
Sure.
But I don't.
So it didn't quite work out, but with the keg, but the offer still stands if you want a keg later on. Anything y'all are discussing before we jump into the action?
I think that while we're walking, Glix is super tight, super quiet, and she doesn't want to be anywhere near the front of the group. She's not trying to lead. She's hanging way, way back and just walking. And if anybody tries to talk to her, she's just going to kind of pretend she doesn't hear them. She doesn't want to.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
She doesn't want to talk to anybody right now. She is just wrecked.
I think Elafor is just exhausted, so he also doesn't really say anything. He just kind of follows along, sort of letting Z have Z's moment and just kind of keeps his beak shut.
Z is looking for traps because he remembered the last time we were walking along. We
Your
are all
perception check.
natural. 7.
Z definitely doesn't
great.
see any traps.
But I'm looking, and that's what counts.
Frizz is staying in the middle of the pack. Probably staying with Kismet, giving Z his moment to just like be in the front, I guess, and like because Z is like very happy right now after the win. But Frizz is which invisible Charles still around. Frizz is just going to pay a close attention if the prince is trying to get any closer to Kismet.
The prince does not, but a very interesting thing you do notice. You don't have to roll an insight check for this because it becomes fairly obvious throughout your walk, is that Kismet keeps stealing glances at the raven on the back of your cloak.
There's no raven on the back of the new cloak.
Oh, you didn't put the raven on the back of the new cloak?
No, what I did
Oh.
is, so my old cloak, I had cut it in half because I needed the bottom half of it for material for a thing.
Mhm.
And I made like a little capelet out of the top half of my cloak because my original cloak was just black with black and silver constellations and stars stitched around the edges.
Got
And
it.
then I took all of the raven feathers that I had been
That's what it
collecting as
is.
we've been traveling, that
Thank
Kismet was
you.
shedding and everything else, and stitched those
Looking
to
at
make
the
it like a little
feathers.
feather
Yeah.
mantle, basically.
Got it. Cool.
I don't have enough of my thread to be able to embroider a raven
Yeah.
at this point.
Different look, but the sentiment
Same
is the same.
effect. Yeah.
Yeah. For once, for your group, this walk is uneventful. There's no traps.
Because I'm doing such a good job looking for traps.
There's
Absolutely.
yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what Z believes. And it's quiet until it's not. What you hear, and it's long before you see it, but you hear the sounds of sparring. You know, the sounds of weapons clanging and scraping against each other, grunts, and the sounds of like falling and moving and heavy footsteps. It does not sound like a war or a large scale battle. This sounds like one versus one sort of fight. You do hear, and anyone who's seen a fight before and seen a fight circle will instantly sort of pick up the sound of people on the outside sort of cheering and clapping and, you know, cheering on one person versus another or something like that. The odd thing, though, is as you listen to the occasional cheers and grunts or get ups, all for one person. It is never for the other party. As you continue to approach, you see a group of dark-haired courts. Like I said, quietly cheering on one person, occasionally like, get up, move, that sort of thing. And you see one is definitely an older Korid, and he is fighting ferociously. There's a younger looking Korid who is desperately almost trying to defend herself from this older Korid's attacks. What do you do?
Well, I mean, I know what a fight circle looks like, and I am not intervening. I'm just going to kind of stand back and watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep observing. I don't want to get in the middle of it, also because I'm sort of at a disadvantage right now.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think we watch and get a little more of a beat on what's happening.
Cool. As you all approach, the other Korid sort of look at you, but they don't say anything. Their attention is on this fight that's happening in the ring. You notice, actually, everybody roll me an insight check.
Oh,
25.
5.
16.
I realize that.
12 because I have disadvantage.
I need to think.
Oh, the game didn't
Oh,
load for
the
me. Hang
other
on.
one is 27. Oh,
Yep.
shoot.
I'll roll 20.
Okay.
Roll
25
20
is
logged
pretty
me out all of
good.
a sudden. So
I have to.
I think we'll find out.
Because I realize it's not showing rolls on the screen. So I'm fixing that for everybody. But in the meantime, let's see. Z, you notice a couple things.
Yep.
One, before it happens, you notice Prince Alargathus almost whisper exactly how this fight is going to end. He just kind of, she's overmatched. He's going to parry her next strike and he's going to destroy her. I should step in. And you see one of the cords, as he kind of approaches, just moves a hand back to him. And then you see the exact same thing. You notice how this fight is going to play out. You know instantly once she makes her move, that is done before it even gets to the point of being started. All of the cords around you look, it's not disappointed, it is almost disgusted.
Because of what the prince did?
No, because of what's happening in this ring.
Oh.
I would say Frizz.
Who are they cheering for? Because you said they were only cheering for one side. I assume Z then is able to perceive as we walk up which side it is.
It's definitely the girl who's getting her ass whooped.
Okay.
What did you roll, Panda? I'm sorry.
a 5.
A 5. Okay, yeah, you know that.
No.
You notice there's a fight.
I know there is a fight and I am not getting involved because I'm very distracted with other thoughts.
I would say that Frizz and Elafor, you get the sort of disgusted feel from this thing. You don't know why, but you definitely get that vibe from the crowd. And then it plays out exactly as you thought. She goes to make a strike, he parries it, and he just kicks her so hard that the ring of people just sort of move out of the way, and she goes rolling, maybe like 20 feet behind her. She's done. She's very young. She might be, if for cord ages, essentially just past puberty, teenager sort of thing. And then there's an audible sort of sigh from the chords. One of them goes over to her, sort of picks her up, and she says, "I yield," before the fight is over. I mean, before he comes and does more. She just goes, "I yield, I yield." And you see another court just run over to her. It's like, "You okay?" And then start to take her away from here. The circle starts to break, and you hear Prince Al go, "What is this?"
That is a very good question.
One of the chords in the
It's like
crowd
a fight.
walks over towards your group, says, "Yes, it is a fight. It is a coming of age ceremony."
Wait, so in here, if you're an adult, you get punched. Fritz doesn't like that.
That is an oversimplification of what we do here. The younglings fashion a blade of obsidian. And you do notice these blades are pure black. And they duel the leader. What used to happen was Noel would fight them, make a good show of it, and then surrender and allow the younglings to honorably enter adulthood. But recently, Noel has stopped doing this. The last 7, 10 younglings have all met a similar fate.
I'm sorry, I don't know about the others, but for me,
Yeah.
You cut out a little bit
also
there.
Oh.
cut out. Yeah.
It says the younglings have all suffered a similar fate. I don't know what happened to Noel. He used to be
What?
honorable. I don't know
Oh.
what happened to Noel. He just, yes, he used to be a court of honor.
How long has it been that he's been doing this?
Ever since he met Bitter End.
Right.
In your head, Frizz, Z just says, I don't see why it's so honorable to just let someone win, but whatever.
It builds confidence and tells them that they're on the right path. It helps them integrate with the rest of the troop. It brings a sense of unity when an acknowledgement when the most senior among the group would acknowledge your skills in combat. It's textbook.
Oh, I was just gonna say that in Frizz's head, but it's fine. I'll say it out loud then.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't.
You
didn't
No, I think
You
it
didn't
makes a
say you
better
didn't-
moment.
That is actually a great moment because, like you
Yeah,
stated,
yeah.
in
I don't
my
want to
head-
take your moment away. Well, I mean, honestly, I could have just said it in your head, Frizz, and then Alfor could
and
just
then,
ponder.
yeah,
out loud.
you have
Yeah.
a great insight, so passive insight, so that would make sense, I think. But Frizz is going to say,
Right. Anyway, hello. Hi. Nice to meet you. We just came here. My name's Frizz. We're gonna help.
How do you
Right?
plan to do that?
I don't remember if we asked last time, but we've come closer and been watching Noel fight in this. Does he have his shadow?
Yes.
Okay.
yes.
Well, my friends here, they're very strong. Well, Frizz doesn't know what we're gonna do about your leader, but we also don't like the bitter end.
And Frizz is just looking at the others, waiting for them to chime in.
And this court just pipes up and goes, who does?
Right.
What do you intend to do?
Well, my friend here, and pointing at Z, is a great fighter, so he could give your leader a lesson or two.
The court sort of looks at
Z
Z,
crosses his arms and glares at us. What?
almost starts to laugh, and then instead of laughing goes, do you know how to make a blade?
I've got these. So he just holds up his fist. It's like if you want a fucking sword.
No, they want you to follow the tradition.
He points at Alpha. Z points at Alpha.
If you choose, you can fight Noel in solo combat.
I look at Z. It would have to be you. I can barely hold my sword up right now.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna whisper to Z, kind of like leans down because Z is shorter than me now. Hell yeah. He's whispering to
Let's be
to
fair,
Z.
everyone's shorter than you now.
That's also true. Frizz is lowering and whispering.
How about we ask the prince to fight? Frizz doesn't want him to die, but I mean, if he's bruised, he may, leave Kismet alone.
It's our responsibility. We promised this. The prince did not.
That's true.
Out of
but the
character, this
prince
is Joe saying we shouldn't have two NPCs fight each other.
Z does
Oh,
look over at the prince.
Prince Al heard this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Z
Crazy.
looks at the prince and says, he looks like he knows how to make a sword. And then I look over at Glix, who's been kind of stalking depressively in the back our whole walk over. And I'm like, I don't know. Can't you just fucking talk to him? Kismet has a paper about that.
Yeah, paper.
All formatted. It's a nice paper.
I mean, it is nice. I did a good job.
You did an incredible job. It is very pretty, but
I mean, fine. I can fucking make a sword if we want to make a sword. But I will just fine. I'll do it.
Hey, Prince.
And then saying to the prince, pointing at the sword that he has.
You know how this sword fighting. Can you make a sword? Frizz thinks you'd be really great at it.
And smile.
I have several talented blacksmiths in my home, and sword crafting has never been exactly one of my skills.
Look. Z turns back to the chorus. If I make the fucking sword, do I have to use it? Because
May I interject?
Who's asking?
The chorus.
The chorus? Oh, yeah.
If you wish to fight Noel, what would your purpose be?
I don't know. It seemed like fun. To be honest, I'm not sure. Z looks back at Frizz.
Oh,
And then Z's like, I had a fight with Azel just this morning. It was fun.
Did you win?
Well, it was a good fight. Plus, I did win the competition.
Did you win your fight against Azel?
I held my own.
He just shakes his head and goes, You have no chance against Noel.
Whatever.
That is not
don't
meant to
tell
be an
him
insult.
that. It's don't tell him that. It will just turn into a challenge, and it's going to be a bad time for everybody.
So,
or maybe we can just have a nice
Big,
talk with
big
him.
short person energy.
oh, you're saying this, the chorus? Who are also Z's height?
Yeah, most of them are just around Z's height, maybe
Yes,
a
but I'm
smidge
sure
taller.
among chorids, the people that are like shorter than average.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They
Short
understand
person
the short
energy is
person
across the
energy.
board.
They understand.
You can have super short energy and not be short.
Yes.
Lex has short person energy, and she is short. She's
Yeah,
just learned to
Frizz,
contain it.
Frizz just said,
Maybe we can have a just nice talk with him. Maybe
Yeah,
he
I would
just
say
needs
maybe we
to
talk to him and find out why he's in a mood and see what we can do to fix it.
My
But,
friend Glix
know.
over here is really great at listening to people. She gave great suggestions.
You can try.
Have you guys tried? Is your
Everyone
leader?
has tried.
And you got beaten up?
No, just the younglings.
Mhm.
I have a
Well.
thought and I don't like the thought.
You could fight him. You look capable. And he looks up at you, Frizz.
Frizz,
I mean, legit, if I did not have exhaustion, I'd be jumping in the ring right now.
Well, maybe we talk to him, and if you're feeling better in the morning, if that's what we need to do, that's what we do.
right.
Well, what do you intend to talk to him about? Obviously, he's not one for the casual approach these days.
We're uniting all the clans to go after Bitter End.
And which clans have you united so far?
Well, we only have 3 left, yeah? Or 2 left?
yes, 3 left.
3 left.
You said
Obsidian
the
Slate.
Brigandox, and his eyes go up, goes, the Brigandox.
Yeah.
And there's anger in that one.
They saved younglings.
The Brigandox
They
also
assist-
save Corrid younglings.
This is true. And we can try the same for your clan as well.
We're trying to help everybody and make things better.
But to that point,
And also get our shit back from the hags. Don't think this is entirely just out of the goodness of our hearts or anything, but you know.
Well, to be fair, I got my shit back, and I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart.
Yeah, and
Okay,
Glix
well,
is about
I
to say
didn't get my shit
Glix
back,
and Elcor
but
say that shit at the exact same time in true mom and dad fashion.
yes.
We both mom and dad the
some
everybody
of
at the
us are
same
doing
time.
it out of the goodness of our hearts. Others of us are doing it for pragmatic reasons.
I think you're also doing it for the goodness of your heart, Z.
Let's be honest. The hags have ruined this place. We're trying to fix that for
And
everyone.
Argentel has called the clans together, and we are helping get people in a position to go.
Maybe we can talk to your leader and find out what happened since he met Bitter End.
Well, he
Maybe that-
lost, Frizz.
We don't know what
I
happened.
think it's-
We don't know if they even fought.
I think it's more than that. Frizz thinks Bitter End has a way to charm people.
I think personally that he is trying to protect the children by making sure that they don't go after her,
By beating them up.
by making sure they never come of age to a point where they'll be given a way to go after her.
Or maybe he's just an insecure asshole who feels so bad about the fact that he lost to Evelyn that now he has to beat everybody else to make himself feel better. But you know, what do I know about being an asshole? Anyway, are we
Maybe
going
you
to fight
don't
him
talk
today
to
or
him.
not?
How about we talk to him and figure out if that's what's necessary first?
His mop pipes up and says, y'all have helped the Basalt, Flint, and Granite clans.
And Chalk. Chalk is coming too. They were part of the initial thing.
Indeed. Fine. I will make the introduction.
What's your name?
I think
sorry.
I said my name. My name is Frizz. Just waving.
Yeah, we've kind of just been prattling and not introductions, and that's kind of rude on our part. I'm sorry. Hi, I'm Glix.
I am Jesu.
Jeez.
I am Elathor.
Sup, I'm Z.
It is a pleasure to meet you all. I wish it was under better circumstances. And I wish you luck. Give me just a moment. He walks away towards a little
During that moment,
outcropping
as
of
he
housing.
starts to walk away, I turn and I look Z dead in the face and go, "This would be a really good time for you not to talk."
I said Kismod should talk to him.
Right. And you like to interrupt people, and I'm asking you to not do that for once.
Okay, fine. I will just talk in our heads.
And I put my hand on Glix's shoulder and just kind of give a very gentle squeeze.
Frizz is panicking.
Glix just turns back around.
Prince
In your
Al,
head, Frizz is like, she's so grumpy.
Prince Al pipes up for a moment. He goes, "This will be dangerous.
It could be.
Something is off about this."
Yeah, this doesn't feel right.
Frizz agrees. That's why Frizz thinks that there is something more. It feels like the old Frizz, if you know what I mean. Like he doesn't have control over what he's doing.
Like, is it him?
Well, I mean, if we need to, we have restorations we can use, but we still don't have a beat on the situation. We have secondhand info. Until we specifically talk to him, we don't know what's going on.
Frizz, do you think this is a curse or a charm?
Yes.
Or
It may be. Frizz, remember that moment. Z, you remember when I talked to Bethlorna and Frizz made a deal.
Oh, you say he made a deal.
I think so. Maybe
Well,
it's something like
we killed you to get you out of your fucking deals.
That's true.
Glix just, it's the biggest, loudest,
Z
echoes
looks
through the fucking cavern sigh.
Z looks over at Glix and says, "What? We can bring it back. I'm not saying permanently. I'm just saying it helped Frizz. It was a good thing."
It was also consensual and not something any of us wanted to do.
Okay,
You're
but
a
what if
little
he?
too eager to just want to kill somebody. And she turns back around.
Okay.
Oh, good. Mutters
I
Frizz.
think
Z to
I
Frizz.
think Kismat is very powerful. Kismat can cure things. I'm pretty sure we don't have to kill him.
At the Jesu comes back walking out, and Prince asks him, just before we go to talk to him, what kind of man was he? Like, truly, before all of this. And Jesu says, he was my mentor. He taught me to fight and to be good to the members of our clan. This is not him. I do not mean to play on words, but he has become bitter.
That's a good play on words, though.
Thank you, Jason. Well, which of you are going to do the talking?
C looks at Kismet and at L for English. He does not look at Frizz.
Before you want to talk to him with me?
Yeah.
The two of us will talk to him.
Oh, Glix,
Hmm.
can Frizz join since Frizz has, if what Frizz theorized correct? You know.
Can you take a curse away?
Or get rid of
No.
magic of some sort, Frizz?
Dispel magic?
No, but I might be able to give you insights about it if it actually is.
I don't see a harm with it as long as you
Yeah, I don't care who comes with us as long as people are quiet and let us talk before we throw punches or insult someone or interrupt someone or anything along those lines.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Kismet says, I can dispel magics or curses. Done it before. Don't know if I should start casting a spell on a random person.
No, we asked.
no, we
permission
should all go
first.
together. We should all go together. Just everybody mind your tongue.
Z will be quiet, right, Z?
So quiet, Z says in your head. I don't know what the big fucking fuss is about. I could be quiet if I want to. He's just saying this all telepathically to you.
Let's go.
Right.
Z is gonna trail in the back of the group.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And I'm gonna wait until we get inside. And then I'm just gonna put my hand in my pocket where I keep my friendship toe. And I am going to, once we are close enough, begin a conversation and quietly start to meditate my weave attunement. Which will take 10 minutes if the conversation lasts that long.
But you're attuned to the toe? What?
No. My weave attunement lets me open my mind to the presence of magical creatures, objects, or effects within 30 feet of me. And I am curious to see if there is like a magical effect, or maybe this is even like a magical creature that's not this guy who we're dealing with. So
You just walk in this office, sit in meditative pose, and just flop down on the ground.
I don't have to sit on a meditative pose. I just have to concentrate. So I'm in the back, kind of, and I'm short. And I'm behind some of the others. I'll stand behind Frizz, kind of, and just kind of like sit there. And I am using my friendship toe as a meditation focus.
Okay, sure.
Weirder things have happened in this group. Let's be honest.
That's true.
All right. So you make your way into this home. It's larger than the others, and there's several like pieces of obsidian broken, and some of them like large obsidian stones looking like they're something that eventually needs to be shaped. There is a sword over what looks to be a mantelpiece. It looks like the sword that he was using just recently. And a desk made of stone, which he stands in front of. And he says nothing as you all walk in. He just glares at you. Like he's taking in the measure of your person. As you look at him, you notice that in comparison to some of the other Chords you've seen, he is not as buff as Azil is, but his muscle is different, sort of like strong and sinewy. You can
Corded
tell,
muscle.
yeah, you can tell this is a person that has been doing sword fighting and battling for a long time. He has scars on his arms.
He goes to the gym.
He looks like he's been through some shit.
Elafor nods in acknowledgement at another sword fighter.
Mm-hmm. He has multiple swords in here. The one that he's using most recently is the one that's on the mantle. But there are several others of different sizes and shapes in here. You can tell that they are of various different sort of quality. You suspect that some of these were from younglings that have presented them to him over the years. He is definitely older. His hair is graying from the dark, deep, almost like rubber looking black that you've seen from some of the other Chorids. And he waits.
Hi, my name's Clicks. I was wondering if we could have a few moments of your time.
You're here.
Still polite to ask.
Speak.
Argentel has called the clans together. We've been sent here to hopefully let you know and see if there is any help that we could offer the clan. We've been helping the clans as we go with various difficulties and problems that they're having because of Bitter End, and the clans have been called together because, well, it's time for her reign to come to an end here.
When
And
you
things to be
say
done right.
Bitter End, and this is the thing you don't even have to roll insight for, you see his hands ball into fists and the muscle sort of flexes and the jaw sort of tightens.
Yeah, she's kind of a bitch, huh?
The Obsidian clan does not need assistance.
You are mistaken. We're asking for your assistance. And if there's a way we can help facilitate it so that you will assist us. We do not,
Why?
because the Obsidian clan is a very powerful clan of warriors. And to march into the heart of her domain without you would be folly.
You will lose.
But I will try.
I have tried.
You tried by yourself.
After watching all of the clans fall and hide and cower.
Individually, not standing together, not using your collective strength. All of the chords have heart. All of you have strength. All of you have unique powers and focus that when combined, she can't stand against. That's why she wants to divide all of you.
And who are you to speak to us?
One who has been taken advantage of by the hags. One whose hands have wrought destruction in another realm because he had no choice. One who begged for their curse to take the pain away. I am a traveler, and I'm here to make things right. Do you want to make things right?
And we've already dealt with 2 of her sisters.
I've heard no word that they have gone idle.
We had stuff that they've all taken, and some of us have them back, and other of us are working on getting it back.
You're smarter than this. Dealing with them individually is
How
short-sighted.
dare you?
How dare you? You're a braver man than this, yet I see you beating up younglings.
I do what must be done for the
You-
Obsidian clan.
You keep your clan down. Because you lost? That's not a warrior's way.
I lost. Is that what you believe?
Then tell me what happened. And Elfor's not backing down at all.
Gather your sword. If you
Fine.
are worthy.
I look at Glix and the clerics, and I just kind of give that little eye thing. Sorry?
I immediately look at Kismet and go, do you have restoration on you? Do it now.
Let's see.
Because that'll take the exhaustion point away.
Yep.
Yeah. The greater restoration, though, I don't think she has.
It is not prepared. There's that. Sorry.
Hi, hello. My name is Frizz.
He just grabs his sword, pushes you out of the way, Frizz. Just literally just woof, and walks outside.
Oh no.
Elfor takes off his coat, starts rolling up his sleeves. I hand my coat over to Glix.
Kismet has one. She's like, should I call emotions? Should I
Z like
friends?
cracks an eye and says, "Good talk."
To be fair, I tried.
I mean, to be fair, he seems like a dick. Z's talking really quietly.
And as you're getting ready to fight, Kismet casts haste on you.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, this gonna have to be roll low, my dude. Please roll low. At least cancel out the disadvantage.
I'm looking through spells. I'm like, what could help?
Look, I re-upped my sub today. I was gonna keep it. L4, please take the advantage.
Okay.
Wait, I think it's only ability checks, right?
Only
Your
ability
attacks
checks. Your attacks are not affected by
are
this.
fine. Okay.
Yes, however, if
I'm
I
still
get
passing it on in case he gets
Well,
something
here's
like
the
stunned
deal.
or...
I can also use it to do insightful fighting, which gives me advantage on the attacks.
Oh, that's true.
Right.
Fair enough.
Okay.
So,
Frizz is going
please.
to like run towards Glix and whisper, Frizz can help. Charles can be invisible and
No.
do.
No.
She's going to cast this right before you get into the fight.
Yeah.
Sort of.
I look at Frizz and I just put my hand. Well, you're taller than me now, so I just kind of grab your wrist a little bit. I appreciate it. If I'm going to get my ass kicked, it needs to be me getting my ass kicked. He's not going to listen otherwise.
They won't listen unless it's honorable. We don't fuck around and find out here.
All
This
right.
isn't the time.
In your head, Frizz, I'd just say, "Don't worry, we can avenge him if something goes wrong."
This is giving you a smile, but like the smile of like, what the fuck should I do?
Z
right.
is being very chill. Like, he is not disrupting his meditation. He's just strolling along in a very like quiet, like calm, way to the side of the ring. And then he will actually like sit down on a nearby rock or whatever to kind of like half watch and half keep meditating.
Cool. Since this is a 1v1, I don't think we really need to make a map for it, but I already did, so let's make this happen.
Yes. Let's go.
Well, we couldn't let that perfectly good map go to waste. I guess we'll all have to get in a brawl.
And so,
Phenomenal.
Nice.
I thought
As
about.
we
Go ahead.
walk out the door, I'm gonna take L4's coat and shove it in my pack. And as we walk through the door, Glix is gonna become a 450-pound black bear. Only she's bright pink, and follow L4 out.
That raises more than a few eyebrows, for sure. But unless you do something particularly threatening or violent.
No, I just want to be very, very big and make a point.
It's a very interesting situation that's happening here, right? So let's move L4 here.
It also gives me extra stuff for like perception checks and stuff. So
I hate when this happens. You try to drag your token to the board and it doesn't show it. There we go.
I think Frizz is going to let Charles fly above the ring,
Okay.
but invisible. But he's not gonna do anything. Just like kind of like a watch.
yeah, I think this is more of a for Elafor thing where it's, hey, I got your back.
And I'll
And to
add
kind
that
of make the statement of strength that we are a lot stronger than we look.
there's dozens of cords out here. I'm only adding a few to the outside of the ring, but there's tons. And let's switch to our battle map. It's probably not prepped for everybody. Yep, there's a Kismet on there. Definitely don't have a Kismet. We'll fix that as we go. But for the people, let's make sure that Noel can see his token. All
so
right.
while I was watching him in the original fight, how fast do I think this guy is, relatively speaking?
I'll let you roll another insight check for that. More of a recall sort of thing.
12, because disadvantage is a thing still.
He doesn't seem that much faster than another Korrit. So from the Korrits you've seen so far, he looks to be about as fast. He's just more capable with his moves in battle. It looks
so
like.
in theory, I'm faster than he is.
In theory, you're faster than he is.
Okay.
And Glix is just pacing around the outside of the ring and around the outside of the cords. She's kind of just going to keep an eye on Elafor, but is also keeping an eye to make sure no one's going to jump in, no one's going to interfere, no one's going to fuck around. Like she's just
your
pacing
insight
in a circle.
tells you, without even your passive insight tells you, there's like 0% chance of that happening. If someone's going to interrupt, it's going to be one of your group.
Well, I mean, I'm watching for that too. So
let's do that. Let's do that.
Chris is reaching to his head, chest, and just like in his mind, he's just saying, if you're there with me, I have a complicated question. I know that I have to shepherd the souls of the dead, but can I wish for not shepherding my friends, at least today? That's just that.
You get no response to that.
I figured.
Noel pulls up his sword. Shall we?
I unsheath mine.
He nods at you.
I do the swordsman dual nod with the sword up, nod, tip out, fencing position.
All right.
and just pacing.
And let's roll initiative.
Let me make sure I select my duder. Dirty 20.
Ooh.
I don't want to be a jerk about this, but if initiative is as a check, so you should roll again because disadvantage.
Initiative is not an ability check.
Yes.
It is. It's dexterity. It's a dex check.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
It is. That's why it works with guidance. as well.
19.
Still.
Oh, there you go. Thank God.
Elafor, You get to go first.
And I just fly at him. We're going to do the bonus action, insightful fighting, using the advantage so that I
Okay.
can cancel out the disadvantage.
There you go. Go ahead.
20.
20 versus his deception, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Got him.
Got him.
All right.
Just
Rapier out.
imagine the rainbow paws going, good job. Nice.
Fuck me. 14.
That is not going to do it.
Well, it's a good thing I got a second attack. 24.
24 will hit.
21 points of damage.
Woo. All right.
And that is both of those. And then I get bonus action has been taken. Reaction must be saved. Done. All right, cool.
What about does haste let you take?
That's my second
More?
attack.
Oh, it's a second attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So, with you doing that, I have to do this. Okay. It is now his turn.
Mm-hmm.
And takes your attack. You see the rapier go through and pierce him. He looks surprised that you actually hit him, that it actually did any damage. He looks like normally he just wouldn't expect something so small to like damage him. But he gives a sort of grudging, respectful nod to that.
Yep, that'll
It
hit.
should not
And
be bludgeoning, it should be slashing, but on that bottom part, I forgot to change it. But so yeah, you're going to take 12 plus 20, 32 damage.
no, I'm not. I'm taking half of that.
Whew. Okay, good. That's a lot.
I'm walking around, I'm gonna like stick my nose between the prince's legs and lift him up and pop him onto my back and make him start letting him get a better look.
Oh, Prince can
I
see
want company
fine,
while I-
but he'll be there with you for sure. 25 hit,
Yep, sure does.
23 damage.
Yep, can't
Slashing.
do anything about that. L4 is almost out.
Okay. Alifor, it is your turn.
Gonna go right back in. I'm not backing down.
Oh no. That one
19.
hits.
Yep. Oh, that is the wrong die. Sorry.
You good?
Another 18 points of damage.
Whew. All right.
I am going to take my second attack. Make sure I click the right buttons. 23.
Hit.
This is only going to be the D8, so because I only get my sneak attack once. So it's 4 more points of damage.
Right.
Bonus action, disengage.
Okay.
And I'm going to go 10, 15, 20. And then I'm debating if this is cheating or not in the spirit of it, or if he'll call shenanigans, but fuck it, I go 10 feet straight up.
No, that's absolutely fine. So you're now flying.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm 10 feet, so I should be out of reach unless he has a 10-foot reach.
Yeah, that's good. Good move. So taken, how much damage have you taken?
A lot.
23, and then you halved the other one, so that was
I'm at 6.
Yeah. Cool. All right. You've done a
Glix is
good chunk of
starting to
damage to
debate if I
him.
drop out and heal him or not, but I think Elafor would be real pissed if I healed him.
I would be absolutely pissed if you were in this. If I'm going down, I'm going down.
It sounds like cheating to heal him mid-fight.
Glix's thought process is, we're trying to teach this guy the power of community and power in numbers as opposed to doing it on your own.
So we'll do this. Bonus action. Command hair.
Excuse me?
That's funny.
Yeah.
Command hair?
Yes, the cord has at least one
got
50
these
foot
awesome
long rope
beards.
woven out of his hair. The cord commands one such rope within 30 feet of it to move up to 20 feet and entangle. So he's going to move up, obviously, and try to grab you with his hair.
Okay.
You have to,
So I have to
make a DC 13 dex save.
Okay, well, normally I would have disadvantage, but haste gives me advantage on dexterity saves.
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Oh boy.
That's funny.
So
You have disadvantage normally?
Because it's an ability check.
Yes.
No, it's a save.
Oh,
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
So you got advantage.
That'll do
you,
it.
You don't have disadvantage on saves until
Just
level
ability
3
checks,
exhaustion.
yes. Level 3 exhaustion.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
Very
Sorry.
good.
It's
No,
been a
I'm
while since
like-
I've had a character with exhaustion.
I'm looking out for you, Joe.
So this hair tangle goes to just fly up at you, and you actually move the fuck out of the way. But Noel is enraged by this, almost like just angry, and you see it off of him, and his rage and his just yell scares the people around him. You see it. It kind of freaks them out. And he goes and he grabs a rock from the ground and throws it at you.
Okay. Well, 20 hits.
A 20 will hit. That is 28 damage.
Yeah, I even if I reduce it by half, I go down.
Alifor drops to the ground unconscious.
It
Yes.
says or 3d8 bludgeoning damage if the cord is on the ground. So it would
Right.
be 15 bludgeoning, not 28. But I
on
think
the
if you still
ground.
have it, you would still.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it would only be 15,
Oh,
not 28
gotcha.
is what I'm saying. But I think then half would be 7, right? And
It
you
would
have
be
6.
7. I'd still be down.
You're fucked up anyway. So close.
Okay. Well, as Alifor drops to the ground, he looks around at your party and goes, "Is there anyone else?"
You wants to. You wants to.
Glix drops the prince and walks into the fucking ring. After I nudge Kismet at Elafor to get him up.
Which Kismet does.
You walk as a bear?
Yeah, I'm walking in bear form.
Let's
Which-
fucking go.
Sort of just moves people out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I am like a 450, 500 pound hot pink bear with a purple
Yeah,
nose.
you
and
get a
rainbow
healing
booty.
touch. That is 12 healing to Alifor. Cool. Glick steps into the ring in bear form. Let's see. I need a bear token. Fuck. Anyway.
It's still a medium beast. They're not considered. I
Yes.
don't get large.
You don't get
ones until
large. That's-
next, but
That's
I do
later
have one
level
more
or
wild-
moon druids. Yeah.
I do have
Yeah.
one more wild shape after this, and I might end up
I
fucking
mean,
this guy up if I
I
pop out
could
there.
have casted large on you. Then he could be a giant bear, but no, he's behaving himself.
Okay. Roll initiative.
Do I have any initiative bonuses as the bear is the question.
Let's see. A brown
No.
bear is what you're
I-
doing.
That's why I'm asking, do I roll initiative with my initiative or the bear's
The
initiative?
bear's initiative.
Okay. Well, then there's
You
no
get
bonus.
all
So
their
it's whatever
stats
I'm
to
about
step
to roll minus
Mental
one.
stats.
Oh God. 3.
3. All right. So you step into the ring. What? Brown
These
bears
dice
have
hate me. So
34 HP. Oops. I'm going to click that. We're going to attack. So you walked right in, and he is just on one right now. So 16.
hits.
You're going to take. That is what, 23? Yeah, 23 slashing damage.
Yeah, Glix immediately pops out of bear form. Bears
No,
don't
no,
have a
no.
whole-
They have the brown bears have 34.
Oh, I had it pulled up as a black bear. Is brown bear on the list too? I don't
I
have
don't
a
know.
full list.
It might be black
I
bear.
think-
I could be wrong.
I think brown bear is for the moon druid because I think
Okay.
brown bear is
Black bear, yeah.
Yeah, hang on.
Yes. They have 19. So yeah, you'd pop right out.
Yep. And then
Uh,
the extra rolls over, yeah?
correct.
We were doing the damage wrong, but we're going to talk about that later.
Yes, I saw that. How much would you have actually?
I'd be up by 1 hit point.
We'll get another turn then.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I just realized that now looking at it. That's my bad.
Okay. But can I venture a guess that if he's at 1 hit point and I walked in thinking he was down?
I would have pushed you out of the way.
Yeah.
Right, but now we're both in the ring and now we can show him exactly what it looks like to have teamwork.
Or cheat.
So take the heel back, and I as he bellows
Okay.
and says is there anybody else? And I just stand up and be like, I'm not done yet. Spit a loogie of blood, and I go. And as I'm getting ready to square off again, I tell him, look around you. You're losing them, and then I strike.
Glix
for it.
backs out of the way. Apparently I didn't get hit and I'm still a bear.
Yep, I'll allow that.
Okay.
So I'm going to do this. I'm going to fuck with his brain a little bit first, and if I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down fighting. Damn it!
Okay, well then to add to this, since Glix was walking up, I'll say that because she sees people scared, she's gonna start walking
Actually,
in front of
when
them
you're
like she's
doing that,
protecting his people
I'm
from
gonna
him.
do that. Okay. All right.
I mean, he's smart enough. He should be smart enough.
He definitely notices when you say that, gives a quick look around and sees that they look scared of him.
And Glix is gonna take up a protective.
And none of them
protecting
are
his
cheering for him.
Mm-hmm. So my first attack's going to miss. Second attack is a natural 20.
Woo!
Yes, it
people.
will.
Ouch. Oh, you get sneak attack because the first one missed. Oh,
17, and then how are we doing?
Maximum damage plus whatever you roll.
Oh, wow.
So my maximum damage is what? 18, 21, 27 plus 17. So 54?
44.
44, excuse me.
Oops. Okay, let's do that.
Yes, L4, yes. With your 1
It hit
HP.
hard. And let me do one
That's
more
so
thing.
epic.
Let's see. Excellent. So you hit him. It strikes well and true, and it hits hard. And there is a small cheer from the Chorids that are gathered around. And he looks around, and you hit him with this attack, and you see his eyes. And his eyes change. The red sort of ringed look to him, the anger that was there, all fades away. And he goes, stop.
Okay. I was gonna have a dramatic moment. I love it.
I yield.
I pull my rapier out. And I salute him. I sheathe the rapier and I hold out my hand.
Prince is gonna go to the prince and whisper,
Do we cheer here?
And he kind of covers the spot where you last poked him, and he grabs your hand.
I pull him in and I whisper, "It's time to come back to your people."
And he just whispers in your ear, "Thank you."
You're welcome. You fucking hit hard.
As do you, even with your small poking stick.
Glix is going to drop out and heal them both. So I'm going to drop a first level cure wounds on both of you.
I find a
Z.
rock and sit down.
Yeah.
I suspect you've been concentrating this whole time.
5
yeah.
5 healing to the Corrid and 5 healing to Elafor.
As
I'll
it
take my 6.
stands, Z, you let's see.
Magical creatures, effects, or spells within 30 feet of me.
Well, all cords are magical creatures, so that part would be
Sure.
like glowing brightly. But you do definitely catch the hints of an enchantment spell dissipating. As Elafor hits with that last blow.
Elafor had a weird idea that the curse was until he got defeated in battle that he would, or pushed to like a certain brink that it wouldn't break.
I knew we basically had to kill him to break the curse. Close enough. We did good work.
And
I'm sorry for taking your moment, Glix.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I miscalculated the hit points there. But nonetheless, you see it drop off of him, and the Obsidian clan sort of edge closer. And Jesu, the one that you were talking to, goes, "No." And Noah goes, "Ugh. Jesu." And Jesu goes, "Are you back?" And he goes, "Yes, but come here, Jesu." Jesu sort of squints his eyes. He goes, "I cannot be trusted to be the voice of this clan anymore. I let my hubris get the best of me when you tried to advise me otherwise." And he kneels down in front of Jesu, and Jesu's like, "No, no, 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 no." And he's looking around at the rest of the group like, "No, no, no, no." And everybody's like, "Yes, yes, 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 yes." And the crowd, and he goes, "Take it, boy."
Prince is going to start.
You see a court that looks very much like Jesu, older, obviously. And he's like,
The movie nod, yes.
And Jesu's like, takes his sword and he goes, puts his sword in the air, and all the chords cheer.
I was gonna say that, yeah. I'm gonna cast prestidigitation so that the clapping is a little louder than it's supposed to be.
And the sword just glows a little bit, just like all magically. Yeah. A moment for Jesu.
Yeah, clearly Jesu's having a moment right now. He's like, "I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing." We won. And Jesu looks at you all. And then he looks at the chords and he goes, "Chords of the Obsidian clan, I have only one thing to say. We will fight. And then you just hear the clang of sword.
As this is going on, I want to go over to Noel,
Mm-hmm.
and I take out one of my finely wrought Strixhaven daggers, and I hand it to him hilt first.
And sort of cocks his head. What is
Sign of
this
respect.
for?
Sign of respect. You bled me good. And you're an old warrior. You know that the bonds forged in battle last for a lifetime. Your judgment may have been skewed before, but I'd be happy to walk into battle with you by my side any day.
She took advantage of a moment of weakness.
That's what they do.
Cast a spell. I didn't. I've heard so many younglings.
And at that, Elafor kneels down next to him. My hands wrought many of those mechanical monstrosities that are hurting young folks in the other realm. It was not my choice. I understand.
And he sort of has a moment and he's like, respect must be earned. And you, Elafor, have earned mine. And he pulls a dagger from the ground. It's obsidian. And he hands it to you.
Dagger for a dagger.
And I'll add it to your sheet, but you now have a +3 obsidian weapon.
Woo-hoo-hoo. What is this, Dark Sun?
Wow. Wow.
There's a caveat to the obsidian weapons, though.
Yeah, they're brittle.
If
right?
you roll a nat 1,
Yeah.
it breaks. Now, it doesn't
Yep.
completely break, but you just get a -1 penalty up to 3, and after that, it's done. But now you have an obsidian dagger.
Yep. I tuck it into the belt where the previous one was pulled, and I nod at him.
Prince Al walks up to you, Glix. And he goes, you care for him, don't you?
Oh,
Elafor.
Oh, yeah, he's my best friend.
It is good to have friends.
It really is. Hard to have when you're locked up all the time, but you know.
He goes, I do.
Yeah, I know. I figured.
I miss my friends.
We'll get you home to him soon, hopefully. Miss mine too.
Don't let them go. All of them. They need you.
I don't know about that. We'll feel very needed.
He says,
Kind of feel like a hindrance also, honestly. I'm different than most of them.
we're all different than each other. We bring our unique things to a group. It's what we do. What makes us different makes us stronger.
Yeah, sometimes. But I miss the quiet of the carnival, as random as that sounds. It's a different kind of noise and it's a lot quieter.
I would like to go to this carnival at some point.
Whatever you do, make sure you buy a ticket. And I'd be happy to show you around because I can do that now.
Thank you.
We have a lot of cool people there. And hopefully Hopefully what we're doing here fixes it. Because I'm tired.
I don't know about fixing this place. That would be of its people.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about back home. There's a lot wrong, and I didn't even get to check in. I mean, I was only there for seconds to get Star back to her father.
Star knew.
Yeah. She's a good
That
kitty.
is a great check-in. Don't sell yourself short.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. The last few weeks have kind of sucked. You know, like well, you do know because you've been stuck here for a long time, I think. Yeah.
I don't know how long. Time moves weird in the Feywild.
Fair. It's kind of weird because I don't know how long we've been either, because I know it's so different. God, can you imagine if we go back and it's, I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to think about it.
Starting to talk like you all. This is
Welcome to a less sheltered life.
Frizz is walking towards Z
Mhm.
when all this happening. And just are you sitting down or are you
Yeah, I'm still like perched on the rock. Though I am no longer got my like eyes half closed. I'm just sort of like watching everything. As you come up, I say, still in your head, do you think they have rock candy?
He sits down and answers, those will break your teeth, I think.
Well, I've never tried any. I'm just saying.
Frizz wants to talk to Z. If Z's okay.
Yeah. It's never stopped you from talking to me before.
I know, but Frizz is different now. Do you know that Frizz is the champion of the Maiden of Ravens?
I mean, I kind of heard you and Kismet talking about that, but I honestly haven't been paying that close of attention. But it sounds cool.
It means that if Z dies, Frizz will be your shepherd.
My shepherd?
I don't actually know what that means, but it seems like Frizz will guide you.
You don't seem very confident about it. Should I be worried?
I don't know. That's also why I'm saying this, Z. Frizz has done a lot of terrible things while Frizz was, and Frizz doesn't want Z to do the same.
Oh, don't worry about it. I won't.
Okay. I also think that Z is a great person, but sometimes Z is just too angry.
Look, Frizz. Z stands up on the rock and leans over conspiratorially. I'm not angry. I'm just an asshole.
Tall, but
there's a difference. Yeah, because I'm standing on the rock. Yeah. I'm not angry. I'm just an asshole. There's a difference.
He doesn't think you're an asshole. Frizz just thinks that.
Okay, well, that's fucking stupid. I'm clearly an asshole.
I think
Glix had to have heard that and just starts laughing.
Frizz was an asshole when Frizz met you first.
Yeah,
Friz
you
lied.
were a fucking liar.
Maybe it's different than what you're experiencing, but I think
Yeah, I don't really lie. I just kind of say what's on my mind mostly, you know.
it's the polar opposite, but it's kind of, if you think about it, it hurts people as well sometimes.
Are you trying to tell me I hurt your feelings, Frizz?
No, not mine. Friz loves
Is
Z
this
the
about
way.
Kismet?
Friz just worries if Z is too angry, Z will lose a lot of chance to be with people.
I don't
that he
fucking need
cares
anybody,
about.
Frizz. I've got a best friend, kind of Kismet, I guess, if she wants. It's good enough.
What I'm saying is, I think even though it's the polar opposite, I think we shared the same problem. I think we just needed people that care about us. And Frizz cares about you, Kismet cares about you, Glix and Elefor, even though they don't say that they care about you, that they do care about you. Frizz thinks that. And Ziz should be angry to people who care about him.
I'm freaking angry. Why do you think I'm angry? Do I look angry?
Looks at Z's face like definitely looks
Glix is
angry.
like grabbing the prince and walking away to go finish their conversation somewhere.
Look. Z pulls his toe out of his pocket. Stop worrying about me. I'm not going to die. If you ever need help, well, that's what best friends are for. So obviously, I can't die until you're dead. And then it doesn't matter as much, I suppose. But
All right. Chris just wants the best for Z, and Chris will help in any way Chris can.
okay, well, I need my fucking shit back from Indolent. So that's the current. That's what I could currently use your help with.
Chris also thinks we probably, this is probably weird, but Chris thinks that maybe now we shouldn't kill Endel.
You wanted to kill Indolent. Z leans in. He's whispering, you wanted to kill Indolent. This is what we agreed. I would help you.
Maybe we could talk first.
Oh, yeah, talk. Like Glix and Elfor just did. That went real fucking well. Whatever. I don't care. Sure. They can talk first. As long as I get my shit back, honestly, I don't care. I only want to kill Endolin because you wanted to kill Endolin, and you're my best friend.
So if
Heck we
there's
go.
a bad dragon, is there
You
is
are
there
really
a good
trying to
dragon?
beat this bad dragon thing to death.
No, I'm just
aren't you?
saying, like, if
He's
there's
trying
a
to
bad
beat that
He's
dragon,
beating
bad
it so
dragon
hard.
somehow.
Yeah, right.
is there a good dragon? I was
Look,
just
I
asking
said what I
that.
said, and I knew what I was saying.
Anyway, hello again, and welcome back to Wayward
It takes a lot
Revelry.
of work to make a bad dragon good. That's all I'll say about that.
I make a good dragon drove it. No, anyway.
He's trying to make it stick somewhere. Yep.
So, oh god, we have
Welcome to the
effectively
show, folks.
fix the situation with the Obsidian Clan.
We've had an ineffective intervention with Z, and
as such as all
Conversation
inner.
that Glix wants to finish with the prince.
Sure.
oh yeah.
Yeah. What else
So,
did you have for the prince? We're back now.
I wanted, because he's talking about me keeping everybody around, and I'm,
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull him away from everybody so we can actually have a conversation without literally everybody right there. And she's gonna be like, you tell me I should keep them around, right? But that's real hard to do when one of us is going to be the queen of the Sealy Court, and I worry for her.
Why? I mean, why are you worried?
And I kind of gesture over at Z because that one's got a mouth on him and is going to get her killed. And they don't see the danger. And I don't know how to stop it. And I don't think I can stop it. I think it's something that he's got to come to the realization on his own, because I've tried to talk to him and he doesn't. He doesn't care.
Well,
He's quick to throw a punch, quick to throw an insult, quick to want to kill somebody, quick to just be mean. And your royalty, your highness, if you had someone in your court that talked to diplomats like that, that talked to other royals like that talked to dignitaries like that,
I would put Z nowhere near diplomacy. However, I believe that Z cares for all of you. It's just Z is a fairy, and fairies are creatures of their natures.
mm-hmm.
And there is a danger in being a creature of your nature, of course.
Yeah. He's going to get himself killed. He's going to get Kismet hurt. He's going to cause wars with his mouth.
Why do you believe that Kismet would put him in that position?
Kismet doesn't have to. He would put himself there. He wants to be in the middle of everything. He wants to be the center of attention. He will not be put aside for her to work and do her job as a queen. He will want to be next to her at all times. He will assign himself her personal bodyguard and mouth off at somebody.
There is no way the Kismet that I know would allow that.
It's not about allowing.
Certainly is.
The two of them, she would need a lot of great advisors, and I don't think he would allow it. And I worry for both of them. And I shouldn't, because he's been an asshole to me the entire time we've been here.
Fairies are creatures of their nature.
Mm-hmm. They are. And that's what worries me.
If I was to give you any advice, Clicks,
Go for it.
it would be to stop worrying.
My entire nature as a creature of the Fae is to worry. I'm an Eladrin. I have Fae blood in me too.
Oh, I am aware.
My nature is to worry and protect people.
Protecting and worrying are two different things, right? Like, I protect my kingdom, and I have worried ever since I've been here. But when I'm back with my people, I can't always be worried about them because there's so much that is outside of my control. And I would drive myself mad if I were to do that.
Yeah, I'm kind of driving myself mad, worried about what's going to happen.
Then stop.
You know, I could have stayed home.
You could have, but you chose not to.
I chose to come here to help them. I chose to leave. And I chose to stay even after I had everything back. I was home and I could have stayed. And I came back.
I chose to come with you all.
You did.
Do you know why?
I really don't, because we're a bunch of fuck-offs.
Because I felt there was things to be learned from you all to help me become better. And I feel in many ways that I have. You all have made me better.
Well, that's good to hear.
All of you. I truly mean that. Everything that every one of you brings to the table has made me learn something. Some of those lessons have been very hard and interesting and dangerous. And I'm fairly certain that I've had a sunflower and a bee copulating on my person several times.
Oh no, don't let them do that.
Don't let them bully you like that.
It's like dogs humping. Like, normally it's a domination thing. Get them off of you. Assert your dominance.
It doesn't matter. What I'm saying, Glix, is you chose this path. Enjoy it.
And I kind of look over at Elafor and I'm like, he's 90% of the reason I'm still here. Because he would go mad on his own with them.
Well, you have to figure out why you're here for yourself too. Because 90%.
No, at this point, I'm not here for me. I want to go home. I have wanted to go home for days. And if that mirror opened right now, I would walk through it and go kiss my girlfriend for the first time in I don't know how long. Provided she's still alive.
If the magic works, that sends me back. I can take you with me, and I have wizards in my court that can ensure that you are returned to your home.
I may take you up on that.
If that is what you want.
And I look at Elafor again and I go, he and I will have to talk about it. Because honestly, I really just want to go home, and they're making it so much harder for me to get there. Sometimes it's much easier to just not be combative all the time. Fly under the radar, work quietly.
We're at war.
And it's a war where we're trying not to kill anyone, or at least I'm not.
It sounds like you're at a war with yourself.
I've been at war with myself for years.
Well, that might be the part that you need to figure out.
Yeah, well, I'd like to be able to go home and do that. Because I have freedom now that I haven't had in 100 years.
A good friend once told me the best way to get to know a person is to fight them. Well, sounds like you need to have a fight with yourself.
Also need a nap. I'm very tired. And I miss naps. And
Get some rest, Glix.
We should comfy sleep tonight. Elafor!
Yes, Glix.
I love you. Can we have the library tonight?
I'm going to check my internal clock, asking the DM if it's been long enough.
It's been days. It's been like 5 sleeps. Can we please have the library tonight?
Of course, of course.
Yeah, I think we're getting to the end of the day anyway because we helped 2
Yes.
clans today.
Because
So
2
it's been
clans today, and
pretty
Allosaur
long
has
day.
2 points of exhaustion because
Yeah.
his wore off.
Yeah. And also the last time we used
haste doesn't give you
library.
exhaustion. It just gives you lethargy for a minute.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought
Yeah.
it gave you like exhaustion
No,
after
no.
like a minute or something.
The last time we used the library was when Frizz changed into a Dragonborn.
Oh wow. Yeah.
That was quite a while back
Yes.
now.
So
We didn't touch it the whole time you were gone, Joe.
Pretty much.
We didn't want to have you come back and have your library be wrecked just in case.
I don't
You
think that's
never
how
know.
the library works.
You never know when there will be a tsunami inside the library or something.
Hey,
Or we randomly gotta murder somebody in their room and there's just blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
It was for a good cause.
Frizz is a shepherd now. No tsunamis.
All
The
right.
sheep.
The sheep.
So you have now helped the Obsidian clan. Had a little chat. Y'all can long rest if you like to.
I think it's probably for the best long term.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only clans left are the Marble and the Slate clan that we have not helped.
But you have not helped.
Does the Obsidian clan know anything about what's going on with the Marble and Slate clan?
No. They have been sort of dealing with their own shit recently.
Yeah.
And with that, Noel has sort of been an isolationist for their group.
Yeah, I think we should just get some sleep for the night. Have some good food.
I would agree.
I want to custom fit that mantle. It's a little loose. I'm gonna fix it.
I think it's perfect.
Okay, well then I'll leave it.
Okay.
So, long rest.
I'm gonna go sneak into Elafor's room. Hey, wake up.
Yes.
Wake up.
I'm
Sneak
awake.
in. That little package. There's like Frizz isn't the only one who gets presents. It's not fair that I didn't get to give you this first. Sit down
No.
on the bed. I have a little bundle, like that big. Hand it to you.
Before I open this, I wanted to say this earlier, but you were a little busy. I'm sorry for pushing you out of the way and going back in the ring.
Oh no, it's fine. I thought you were down. You would.
It's not fine. I want you to understand that. And he takes a big, deep breath. I need you, Glix. I need you to be okay. And if I have to fight 1,000 battles to keep you from harm or from compromising your morals or your standings or your anything else, I will do it.
She just kind of cries. She goes, I know that's why I'm giving you a Prezi. And she just hugs him for a second. But it was
And
also an honor thing. And I get that
partially.
too.
I hope you understand how much I truly love you.
I love you too.
And then I open the package.
Do you remember the mirror?
Oh no. Did you make a small mirror?
No. This is even better.
Yes.
Do you remember the mirrors?
Oh my God. It's a 10-year jacket?
No. It is the shawl that she had been wearing for a really long time. The rainbow shawl has been picked down a little bit. And the bottom of her cloak has been cut into a square. Her original cloak, not the new one.
Yeah.
And it's been stitched on there. And it's a little rainbow on one side, dark and starry on the other, baby blanket.
Elafor just starts crying.
If you
Just starts.
told me anything, you really are going to be a good dad.
He just
And I'm
starts
looking
bawling.
forward to meeting my new little nephew.
Yeah, he just collapses into you crying.
I just hug him. It's nice to have a new best friend.
Yeah, at this point, you're my sister. You're not just my friend.
Aw, yay. Good, because my brother's an asshole.
I mean, so am I. Let's be honest.
Yeah, but if you think you're an asshole and you think Z's an asshole, wait till you meet him.
Oh, I don't know if I want to then.
Yeah, no, I don't see him very often because he's a dick. But I have a little niece I haven't met yet either because he's a dick.
We're gonna get you home.
Thanks. Just, this has been really long and really difficult and really hard. And I'm so tired of fighting everybody.
That's what makes us heroes, right? We fight even when we're tired.
I guess heroes suck. Gotta
I
start
know.
reading different books.
Doesn't pay very well.
This is why I read so much smut. Heroic
I-
stories are getting to be too much.
I don't judge.
But no,
I figured-
she made him a little blanket to keep the eggies warm.
Yeah, he's he's gonna keep that as safe as he possibly can. That is
She
incredibly
pulls
sweet.
She pulls out his jacket out of her bag and gives it back to him. We'll tailor you a nice one once we get back, and I can get to real fabric. I miss real fabric.
Yeah. You know what I miss? I miss breakfast.
Brunch,
Mm.
mimosas by the lake, listening to that mermaid just sing. Oh, I gotta get home. I gotta make her wedding dress still.
We'll get you there. I
That's
figure.
gonna be a
and I-
hell of a wedding. You should definitely show up for that. They're
Oh,
gonna
absolutely.
make a spectacle of it because it's witching light.
And then I figure we just kind of talk into the evening.
Yes, and then we pass out.
Yep.
Cool. Anything else? Anybody else?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I'm gonna track Frizz down later that evening. Yeah, in his room, I'm gonna slip in and say, Frizz, I have an important question for you. There's something we need to talk about.
Do you want to come in?
Sure. What does Frizz's room look like? Is it still the
No,
The
so as you
prison.
come. Well, I don't know. Actually, can I change it like to anything I want now? L4, or
Yeah.
is it still a prison? Okay,
No,
okay,
you haven't done anything.
So-
You haven't done anything dumb.
okay. So I think
recently?
now is you see, it's like an open area, like a, what's the word, like meadow almost, with like a little you can see like forests from very far away, as he's like sitting like in the front area of like a modest but small house, and he's just like, oh, do you want to come in? And then as you come in, he says, this is where Frizz lives before everything.
Do you miss it?
And yes and no. So remember when I told you Frizz was a fisherman?
Yeah.
So just, and then like he kind of pointed in a way. If we go there, there would be like a beautiful beach where Frizz would fish a lot of fish for a little bit, and that's where he met her.
Yeah, actually that's kind of that's why I came. Among other things. Look, Frizz, Z's gonna like perch on the end of the bed, like using its wings to kind of like keep himself stabilized, and so that he can be like more like eye level with you. And he says, "Frizz, being best friends is very serious, obviously. As I mentioned earlier, best friends commit murder together if they want to. And I need to know who your enemies are, just in case. I assume if I ever had the opportunity that it would be okay with if you would prefer if I killed her on your behalf. I don't know if there's anyone else to add to the list."
Well,
Like, I don't know how you feel about that dragon that was talking in your head.
well, that was not a nice dragon. That was a bad dragon. She was really bad. I don't like her.
So on the kill list, then.
Well, and then Frizz is just gonna like,
Well, because I'm just saying, I have people that I definitely dislike, but are not on the kill list. So that's really, I know that you don't like her or the dragon, but I'm just I'm checking.
it's complicated now, I think. Z, and he's just looking down, not even to him. I'm still confused of what Frizz should do as the new champion of Matrons of Ravens, because I need to shepherd the dead, and if I kill her or my enemies, it means that I should shepherd them. I don't want to shepherd them.
Wait, so are you supposed to start killing a lot more people now?
I don't know.
Is that
I
part of
think-
it? Because I'll help if you need help.
I don't know. I think it's just maybe it's the opposite. I think maybe Frizz needs to protect anyone from dying, but then when they actually die, Frizz just has to accept it and be their guide.
So, do you need me then to do all the killing for you? Are you telling me you can't help directly?
Why do you want to kill so bad?
Well, that's what best friends do, Frizz. Look, you are the first person who's ever asked to be my friend, okay?
I
Like
know.
a best friend, which is very serious. And I may not have had a best friend before Frizz, but I've definitely heard plenty of things about it.
Okay.
Mostly, okay, from some giants I knew from the Underdark, or the Shadowfell, but I just want you to know it is serious to me, and I will do my very best. All right, so
It is serious to me. I've never had a best friend ever. Look at this house. I live alone for years and years. That's why when I met her the first time, it felt like someone finally cared for me. And that's why I listened to all the things that she said. And that's why she had a chance to charm me.
right. Well, that sounds stupid, but I want you to know that I do actually care about you, and I'm not going to try to charm you.
That's why I think you should be less angry.
But I'm not angry.
You are. I think you're just saying you're not because you think that maybe you're not, but deep down there's things that make you angry, like maybe something that
Like Callum. Callum's on my kill list. If you meet Callum, we're best friends. You have to kill him, or you have to tell me, or get someone else to kill him.
I have a question.
What?
If Frizz decides not to kill Callum, will you still be my best friend?
If you're my best friend, why wouldn't you kill him?
because maybe Glix is right. Glix told me that everyone is redeemable.
Okay, Frizz, Lex may be right about this, but that doesn't mean we have to redeem everyone.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But it doesn't mean we have to kill everyone.
No, we don't have to kill everyone. Just kill him.
Okay.
He's my nemesis, Frizz.
Okay. But
And if there's anyone you need me to kill, that's why I'm coming to check. If you have a nemesis, or if you want me to, take care of her if I ever get a chance, or
if we meet
dragon.
Callum, I want you to promise me not to kill him. Let me do the thing because I'm your best friend.
Okay, you can kill him.
Okay. I don't have anyone to kill, I think, right now. I'm happy with all of you.
Okay. Well, if you need me to kill anyone for you, just let me know.
If Kismat hurts you one day and it's upsetting for you, will you then kill Kismat too?
No, that's stupid. You can't just kill people because they hurt your feelings, Frizz.
Exactly.
No, I know. Okay.
Okay.
They have to betray you.
If Kismat betrays you, will you kill her?
Then maybe. It depends.
I don't think so.
I mean, probably not. Probably, honestly, I'd get somebody else to do it because I would feel funny about it. But I could do it.
We should probably get some sleep.
Yeah, this is a good talk.
Amazing talk.
I never had a friend to talk to like this. It's yeah. Z pats you on the arm awkwardly, says good night. Goes out.
And when he's out, he lets the biggest sigh, and the room changes again to kind of like the library that he once had in this room, and he just focuses and trying to reach out to the Raven Queen. I know that I haven't done anything yet for you, but Frizz really wants you to help Z. I think Z needs more of your help than you realize. So if you can be in his head instead of my head, that would be great.
And he falls asleep.
Yeah. Well, as you fall asleep, I do want to wrap up a scene because I had this one stuck in my mind for a while and I want to get to it. Frizz, you called on the Raven Queen and you didn't get an answer earlier, but you find yourself in a room with several other acolytes of the Raven Queen, and they're all staring at you. And when you look around, turn yourself, you see a family of Korits. And there is one ancient looking Korit laying on a bed. They're crying. They are sad. They look like they're having a hard time of it. And next to you, standing, shorter than you at about 2'8" tall, you hear a voice go, "So that's it then."
He looks down.
And you see that same Corrit, but younger looking, kind of like perhaps how she'd picture herself. And she is wrapped in a sort of dress that you can tell that she's put together herself. And she looks like, so you're the one.
Mm-hmm. Hello, my name is Frizz. I'm kind of new at this.
It's okay. I'm new at this too. And she looks at her body. She goes, I think they'll be okay. I hope they'll be okay.
Well, when you were with them, did you do anything that that you think might make them happy?
I hope so.
Well, then that's enough. I think they should be all right.
And she looks at you earnestly. She goes, do you know where I go next?
I don't really know. Maybe try to think a good place that you like. Maybe you will go there. I think the power of hope is stronger than someone thinks.
What do you hope for?
I think Fritz just wants to have a very beautiful island for himself, where Fritz can do a lot of reading. My friends can join in if they want to come and visit, but I think it's nice to just be with the nature.
Like that. An island would be nice. And when you turn around to leave the room, you notice there is an emptiness. It is peaceful and it seems to go on forever. And you know that you're supposed to walk towards it. You know it as if it was like your nature, as if something was driving you. You know you're supposed to take her with you.
Yeah.
And she goes, I'm scared. I can't see anything.
Frizz is scared too, but I think if you just remember, or at least try to remember, all the people that you love and you know that they'll be fine, I think we will find comfort in that.
She nods her head and she reaches up for your hand.
I don't know how I should do this, but since Frizz is very big and tall, can I just carry you?
She goes, sure.
Yeah, I'll just pick her up and carry her like a baby.
It's kind of like my husband used to do for me.
Yeah, and we just walk.
And you walk, and you walk, and eventually she fades away.
So that's being a shepherd. Okay. It's quite different than Frizz thought, but
Yeah, and he just smiles.
And you sleep peacefully, friends. So, when you awaken, all of you awaken to something very odd. Though you're in your pocket dimension, it feels like it is vibrating in here. Like a sort of buzz. The books sort of shake, almost like an earthquake, but not exactly. But how? How is that affecting you here? Feel it. It's not disruptive enough to break anything or move things very much. It is just you feel it.
I'm concerned by this and immediately see if I can figure out what the source is.
Frizz is also concerned about this and like looking at his room, making sure that he's not causing any tsunamis or anything.
Like wakes up, it's like, it's not me. I didn't do it.
No, it's not me. It's not me. I swear.
Like if you had like a glass of water, it'd just be like a little bit of shake to it. Not enough to move anything, just a little shake to it. And nothing inside of it. It doesn't look like there's anything happening inside of your library. No one odd is here or anything like that.
I have no idea what is going on.
Z really hastily starts ordering as much sugary food as possible and stuffing his face just in case something happens before he gets breakfast.
Fair enough.
Is it possible that whatever is causing this from the outside, Elifor?
Quite. I'm gonna, as soon as everybody's ready, we should probably go take a look.
Like just dunks her whole head in a bucket of cold water to wake up and like wash all of the sleep and tears off of her face. Get her hair all curly again.
See
All
Prince
right, I'm
Al prepping himself, put on a little bit of cologne, got all his armor all tightened up and shiny, swords in sheath, tousles his hair a little bit.
Grabs like one of those Dunkin' Donuts like breakfast wraps that's like this big. It shoves it in her face. So she's at least eaten something for the day.
Prince eats Soylent.
Yeah, Frizz
No,
get
I'm
a
kidding.
fresh Frizz get a fresh meat for him and
He would be one of those people.
He totally
Yeah.
would. Okay. Everyone seems to be prepared. Kisma's got her cup of blood.
Mm-hmm.
just cup of
Whatever
blood.
this is gonna suck. I'm just
Z
calling it
looks
now.
over at Eliport and he says, I'll go first if you want.
I have to be the last one out, so okay.
All right. Z like taps his fists together, kind of stretches a little bit, and then he will make sure everyone is ready for whatever may be going on, and open the fucking door.
As Z kind of like punch his fist together, Frizz wants to do the same because he always used to wear gloves, and he realized that his gloves is not there anymore, and it's just like, oh no, and he walks.
Z, when you step out,
I'm not. I open the door and stick my head out.
when you
I'm paranoid.
stick your head out or open the door,
Okay.
it is like one of those movie moments where you open the door and it's incredibly bright. Sun sort of blinding. You do one of these. And then when you look out, you're on top of the dais where you met what's her name from the Basalt clan? Not the Basalt clan.
Argandel.
Argandel.
Argandel. Yes. You are there, and there is apparently a conclave of the various clans.
Okay.
Anybody else very, and I just kind of look around like Elifor is confused how this happened.
Yeah, Glitz knowing a little bit
Magic.
about how the magic works is like, Also,
Z
thank you,
looks
Side B, for
around.
the
Everything
chaos.
looks normal otherwise, like all the cordheads and stuff. Nobody looks upset.
There's
Yeah, yeah.
talking for the various clans. You
Yeah.
can see representatives from the the clans that y'all had not gotten to as well.
Great.
There-
Z
are
says,
there a
well,
lot
this
of
is
people?
fucking convenient.
Oh yes, dozens. There's it looks, I mean, Z, if you're looking out here, okay, I guess you might not know. You don't know who the fuck these people are.
I mean, I know the Chorids
You know the
from the
Chorids.
different clans.
What's your passive insight?
My passive insight is 16.
You can put together, maybe you don't know all of the chords out here, but you remember the leaders, and you have a good idea that this is the leaders and some of their like council out here for the various clans.
Yeah, I didn't bother learning everyone's names, but I think Z's like pretty good at faces, and people look recognizable. All right. Well, Z will lose some of his like hype interest and go back to snag a few more things off the breakfast table, leaving the door open before coming back to go out.
Glix goes out. Like, she's very confused about how we landed here as opposed to where we were, because the door to the thing is not supposed to move. So it's like they came to us, which is super weird.
Unless
But it's
they'd
also
moved the
very-
rock that it was anchored to.
Which is
Yes.
probably it.
This probably is actually because
Argentile looks at the door that just opened out of basically nowhere, and she goes, I apologize for the shift in terrain.
Fine, it's just a little confusing, a little disorienting.
It would have been far more disorienting if you woke up and opened the door and you were staring at stone.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Elafor takes out his notebook and starts writing this down because this has not happened before. This is curious.
It is.
Elafor walks out and everybody gets
She-
shunted.
She looks at you. She goes, we are magical creatures, and the stone around us is also very magical. We figured we would let you all get your rest.
Appreciate it, because we really needed it.
I made some moves that I understand you all did not have time to make. Do not take that as an insult.
None taken. We've been busy.
Slate and Marble were a bit slow moving, and we put the right pieces in place to inspire them.
Okay. I'm not going to ask questions. You're the queen.
Great, because there's been far too many of those.
We did what we could to get as many people to come as possible.
You did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Yes, Frizz.
I'm just saying you also did a wonderful job yourself. Everything so.
She sort of squints at you. She accepts that as genuine after a moment.
It is Frizz.
Because she looks like she's about to say something like, oh, you're an ass kisser, right? But then she stops herself. And she goes, you all are as important to this process as the chords are themselves. We also have guests. And you just hear Jagu go, this is unacceptable. As several Briganox climb up the hill. And there's definitely the loud murmur of like different clans talking. obviously, y'all worked with, I believe, the Basalt clan with the Chords, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was right.
I think that
Uh,
sounds right.
And they sort of nod in acceptance. The other ones are kind of like a murmur of disquiet, but they're letting the queen do what she does, and she goes, "Clans of the Corrid, these adventurers have given wise counsel over the time that we have met, and they have done something that I could not do myself, and that is it brought you all together. We have stood by too long, while bitter end has broken us apart. Despite all that we know about what we need to do and who we are, we let infighting and pettiness destroy us. We let ourselves be turned into the darkest reflections of each other. And instead of fighting a true enemy, we started another war with the Brigannox. We can be better. And there is no other time for us to do it than now. The Brigannox wish to help us, and I will not refuse their help. These adventurers will lead us as we take the fight to the bitter end. I cede the floor to you." And she bows.
Turn around and I look at Data 4. And I
Yeah, I
go,
was gonna say
Yeah,
we all look at
everyone-
Alfor. This is the part
Everyone
where
looks at Alfor.
Alfor starts handing out his like part sheets. He's like, "These are your
Right.
lines. I want you to
Yes,
memorize."
yes.
so,
Well,
how do we wreck a play?
first we have to make the play. She doesn't know us yet, at least not all of us. We're going to present that we want to give her a play. Something to tickle her fancy, something that'll let us in her audience without much trouble. The chords will be hidden in our props that we bring with us. And the idea is to captivate her long enough to tell a tale of her own downfall. We have access to a moon dragon. She
As you
fears.
say that part, you see someone coming up the hill, tall, pale-skinned, long, pale hair, and two small horns that sort of sparkle with almost like moonlight.
Do I recognize who it is? Just an
Yes,
idea.
it's not hard.
I immediately run up and give her a humongous hug. Like, all breach of decorum, run up and give her a hug.
She's surprised by that. But she sort of pats your head.
We are going to make an eclipse happen. We are going to give her her worst nightmare. And that is when the chords will surround her and give her no option but to surrender and relinquish her power. She fears the prophecy. We will be the prophecy.
Prophecies do have a fun way of not working out the way one thinks they're going to.
Brings a cheer.
And I just kind of gesture at Gleam because Gleam is the one in the sun mask.
Mm-hmm. Gleam looks ready to go to war.
But we will not kill her.
We won't.
This brings a
There's-
small murmur because
There is a fate worse than death.
Consequences of your own actions.
We will bring the rightful ruler to the Prismere back and let them meet justice.
You hear Zybilna's name sort of get murmured around.
The hags hold the key. We have 2 parts. She holds the last.
And Gleam pipes up, and we will take it.
Yep. Does she have the dog with her?
Yes, of course.
I pet the dog.
And Zybilna will give judgment and bring balance back to this place. All will be set right. You will be able to raise your younglings in peace.
Noel sort of looks sad at that, but Jay
Well,
says,
maybe a little
"There."
fighting is a treat.
It's more of, it's not about the fighting part, just more about how he's been than anything else. But they're ready. And then Queen Argentales. Oh, go ahead.
And then Elafor kind of like switches from the serious mode to, well, now costumes.
Who has fabric? Get me all the fabric.
And I think
really
that is a
fast.
great place for us to leave off.
Yeah.
Excellent, 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 excellent. So it's almost time to
Turns
go
like
to war,
800
y'all.
different colors of Lisa Frank freaking out.
War and Yawn begins in 2 weeks, unfortunately. Next week, I will be traveling, and so will not be back until the week after that. But that is when this crew will be back. So thank you all very much for joining us for another episode of Wayward Revelry. We are in the end game officially now. It's that time. They're bringing more to the bitter end, and then we'll see what happens next as they go to restore Queen Zybilna to her rightful place. So thank you all again. I've been Prince, GM, storyteller, whatever you want to call me, and I will let the players tell you who they are and what they're up to, and I will go around the table starting with Loader.
Hi, I'm Joe Perez, otherwise known as Loader. You can find me everywhere on the internet as LODURZJ, LODURZJ. I am an award-winning miniature painter. I do a bunch of nerdy stuff. I've been talking a lot about Magic the Gathering recently because, well,
Oh
things
shit,
work in
I
cycles.
missed the Gifts from the Shadowfell. I'm sorry, Saibi. I'm gonna have to hold that one until next week.
I'm so glad that you missed the Gifts from the Shadowfell.
I mean, if he's holding on to it next week with what we're going to be doing on the next episode,
Yeah,
I will keep that one up there because I'm not gonna forget. I am
it
marking this
gives
down
him
on
2
my
weeks
notes.
to plan with it.
It also gives me 2 weeks to write a script. Yeah.
Double gifts? Perhaps it will be double gifts from the Shadowfell. We'll see how
Only
this plays
gifts?
We're in
though?
the middle of a play and a card gets pulled.
Don't say that.
I know Saibi well enough that I don't even have to put the idea in their head.
I still cannot believe I lost all of my magic items.
Neither.
Thanks,
can I.
Ivy.
We'll get to that.
We got 2 weeks to plan.
All right. Did I miss anything? I'm sorry, I interrupted you, Joe.
No, that's it. I did my thing.
All right. Ray.
Hey, my name is Ray, otherwise known as It's REI on the internet. I'm a music streamer here on Twitch, and I've been doing a lot of streams. So in this month of June, I don't know why, but I plan to stream every single day. It is exhausting, but hey, I'm doing it. So yeah, just follow all of my socials to know where I'm gonna stream and what content it will be. But for D&D, I'll be streaming here Sunday with Dimples and Dice, and another one is every Thursday. No, every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time with Orijax, which is really interesting because my character just died of old age. Yeah, it was so it was so weird, but also cool because yeah,
just watch it. It's cool. Other than that, nothing much really going on, and I hope to see you guys.
Excellent. Panda.
Hi, I'm Panda. I play Glix. Not a ton going on right now. We are in the process of painting a Rainbow Chaos Marine because it's Pride, and nothing pisses bigots off more in the 40K universe than painting something a rainbow. So guess what we're doing? I'm working on a compensation piece that is almost done for Twin Goddess, so I'll be working on that this week. I know that it is now probably an hour past when the announcement was likely made, but we are going to be starting Fable Fridays on my channel starting in 2 weeks, where I'm going to play through the entire Fable series up until we are getting ready for Fable 4. Because I know that got announced today. I just haven't looked at the news. I've avoided it. I will watch it later. And then Saturday nights for the time being, we are making handmade dungeon tiles. I had them laying around here, but I have stuff sitting on top of them, where we draw little dungeon tiles that you can turn into maps for your party that flat pack into a package that is this tiny. Hang on.
They're awesome.
They're this little.
Oh shit.
This whole thing is a 4-level pirate ship that takes up a 3x5 table.
Wow.
And it's
Nice.
that big. So you can take it with you anywhere and do a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm teaching people how to make these. That's Saturday nights at 4. And then starting next week, I am going to be painting minis for the Kickstarter for Gloomhaven that is coming up starting on the 20th. I was gifted all of the preview minis by them to go ahead and paint, and I'm going to be painting those on the stream. So that's what we're doing. Come through, hang out. I am enjoying painting again. So that's what we're working on.
I support this.
That sounds so fun.
Excellent. Last but not least, Red.
Hello, everyone. I'm Red. You can find me nowhere on the internet right now except for here on occasional Sundays. I am not using my Twitter anymore.
Probably better for to not be using Twitter.
My life has been so good. No. That's all. I got no special plugs, no special shout outs. I don't think I'm going to Gen Con, but we'll see. I will definitely be at PAX Unplugged as usual, though. So,
all right. For myself, I do have a few things going on. Coming up next week, starting Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, you can catch me over on Trooper SJP's channel. I will be playing in a Vampire the Masquerade series based in 1970s Detroit. The premise of this game is basically after everybody left Detroit when riots and shit like that happened because police in Detroit were shit and the city sort of fell apart. We are the last vampires left. We are the Primogen Council that is still trying to make sure the city keeps running. And I am playing Reverend Luther Cornelius Joseph La Sombra.
Wow.
Yes. It's going to be great.
My partner was born in 1970s Detroit.
Oh, wow. So, yeah. It's going to be great. That's going to be an 8-week series. I am going to have another series coming down the pipeline for Call of Cthulhu that y'all should want to look out for. I'm still working on our series for Rolling These 20s. I have not forgotten. And after this game, I have another thing that I'm recording that is going to be premiering soon. We haven't got a date hammered out, but it is going to be coming soon.
I have one more thing I forgot, if that's
Shoot,
okay.
yeah.
If anyone is interested, starting this fall, sometime in August or September, there is a Blue Rose campaign coming up on the GR crew. I am the only person cast so far. Casting call is still open through Friday. I'm going to drop a link to the tweet.
Yes, please do.
If anyone is interested in it, that one's going to be pretty rad. It starts in either August or September. You only have until, I believe, Thursday to get your application in if you are interested in participating, because Frank's going to be picking the rest of the cast over the next couple of weeks. So.
Sweet. And with that, that's all I have. We are going to go raid Rivals for their series finale. Go show love to them. Give them all the hype on their way out. And we will see y'all in 2 weeks. Not 2 plus 2. Y'all know what I'm doing. Anyway, peace out. We'll see y'all later.